Rolling and the sound is spinning. Hi, welcome to another episode of This Week with Drew for Thursday, October 20 something. Turn that down a little bit. 21st, October 21st, 2021. Oh shit, I got the intro. Now I spent too long on the cold open. Fluck around, and I puck around, duck around, and I shuck around, uck around. Terry. Oh boy, it's 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. I'm trying to bang this podcast out fucking first thing in the morning so that I can have the rest of my day to do all my fucking shit. And Terry is not having it, and I got these fucking fruit flies buzzing around. I don't know what's going on. I take care of this house. When I was an 18, 19-year-old man, yeah, my house had fruit flies. Okay, as most 19-year-old boys should. I thought beer cans were a decoration. I thought empty Jaeger bottles were a decoration. Remember that? When you were like 18, 19 and you would just hang like your empty liquor, just like put it there. We had a beer can. We tried to get beer cans stacked so that Pilsner cans stacked so that they would go from the bottom to the roof. And then there was like a pillar of Pilsner, like a Pilsnar. A Pilsnar and a pillar of Pilsnars. And then I also thought it was fun to have, I thought it was cool to have Jägermeister bottles. So in my bedroom, in my parents' house, I had these I was in the basement, I had these windows with these window sills that would like come out a little bit, like maybe like 8 inches. And then I lined it with the Jaeger family. So I had it from the 40 to the 2.6 to the fucking Mickey to the Boot Mickey. And, or the fucking noggin and the wee noggin, or the Flanagan. How do the Irish say it? There's a noggin and a wee noggin, or something like that. Anyways, a wee noggin. I haven't had a wee noggin in quite some time. Ireland. He's from Ireland. He's from Cork. He's a good lad from Cork. So honestly, I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to talk about right now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, or it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and fruit flies are buzzing around and they're pissing me off. So hi, welcome to the show, This Week with Drew, for Thursday, October 21st. Let's start off with a little bit of, we got this segment. How was my motherfucking week? Okay. Oh shit. That's fine. How was my week? It was good, man. It's been busy. I hope you've had a good week as well. Since last we spoke on Monday, I've been keeping up my gym habits. I'm trying to go 5 times a week now. We've been slowly inching it up now. And now we're back at, this is going to be the 5 times a week now. And with cardio introduced 3 times into that. I just started with light stretches. If you're looking to get into working out, here's what you got to do. Just set the bar fucking crazy low. This is a 50-year fitness program that I'm on. A 50-year fitness program, okay? So listen, that means that results, just showing up is the result of the fitness plan. There is no goal. There's no weight loss goal. There's no muscular goal. There is no goal to this fitness program. It is simply a 50-year fitness program. And that's all it is. So you just do it for 50 years. There's nothing, you just do it. You don't have to worry. Self-consciousness is out of there. So here's what you do. If you're thinking about it, get on the 50-year fitness plan with me. Day 1, go to the gym, fucking just lay on a mat and just like move your arms around, move your legs around, stretch it out, do your same old stretches you've been doing. Since put that one leg in, tuck, lean forward. Put the other leg in, tuck that in, lean forward, try to get that, touch your toes, both of them. Do your little arm stretches, move your hips around. And that's it. Just go do some stretches, man. Just stretch your body out for 10, 15 minutes. And that's your first day in the gym. Fucking A. That's not hard. Just go lay on the mat. And then you can finish just laying on the mat too. You don't even have to get up. You could just lay on your back and just move your shit around. And then day 2, now we've got 15 minutes of that. Let's just add in a little bit of light weights. You know what I mean? And I'm doing a push-pull legs split, which I highly recommend. For just overall body. There's also you could do like full body workouts, which I also recommend in the 50-year fitness program. For me right now, I'm catering my 50-year fitness program to be a little bit more of the ability of a 32-year-old man, meaning that I'm gonna lift some heavy weights with the goal of getting shredded and fucking jacked. I'm contradicting myself that the 50-year fitness plan has no goals, but you can alter it to set yourself on a particular course that might lead your body to look a certain way. But the point of the 50-year fitness program is just to realize it's like, hey, buddy, I'm 32. I got 50 years left on this planet if I'm lucky. And I want to move and be active and mobile for throughout those next 50 years. I don't want to... Where's the gold? You know what I mean? Like, fucking, I don't want to get like that. Like, honestly, I don't even know if the climate is going to last long enough for me to have 50 years. That's funny. I'm planning on living to 82 in my fitness program, but I'm only planning on living to like 34 in my financial program. Yeah. I'll be broke. That's not, but I'll be fucking limber. I'm more prepared for the fucking zombie apocalypse than I am if I were to have to retire. Speaking of money, CERB is fucking ending now. The Canadian Recovery Benefit got a lot of comedian buddies who've been riding CERB who are like gonna be fucked now. I was riding it for a little bit. Obviously when the fucking pandemic first started, I've dipped my toe in there here and there, but I try not to, you know what I mean? Just cause I feel like the fucking, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. You guys know how I feel about like UBI, man. And the only reason I said I try not to is because I have a feeling they're coming back for it. Or that, I don't know. I had a feeling I didn't do my taxes right or some shit, or that I was going to have to pay back. And I was like, fuck you guys, man. I don't want to take your fucking blood money anyways. Fucking Trudeau, blood money. Cocksucker, fucking Trudeau, fucking internet licensing, or what's he doing? There's some kind of internet censorship bill going down. Oh, in the name of fucking PC wokeness. Like, fuck you. Pretty soon I'll go to jail for saying that shit. Fuck. What was on my list for today? It's reading week. Okay, so how's my week? Oh yeah, okay, so how was my week? Honestly, it's the last week of school before reading week, and all the professors are fucking slacking real hard. In my media class, I just watched my professor look at TikTok and Instagram. Which I totally, like, I understand the point that she was trying to make in terms of content creation or whatever, but it was pretty funny. Like, we've actually gone full circle now as to where, like, when I was in university the first time, like, you couldn't look at phones, like, you weren't allowed to, like, there wasn't even smartphones, but, like, you couldn't, you know, like, browsing the internet was like frowned upon. And now it's like we go to class to browse the internet and figure out how to make posts and like likes and shit like that. Like, that stuff didn't matter. And like follower counts, like, that wasn't something that was taught. But now it's like, this person has 10,000 followers with 8,000 fucking likes. And you're just like, okay, like, is that good? I don't know, man. So yeah, complete fucking, this week has been a complete shit show, you know? Because all the assignments are in and they can't really hand us out assignments over reading week, even though I had a professor do that last year. But the reason why reading week exists is because when I was in school, it wasn't even called reading week. The first time when I was in school, it was called suicide prevention week. Because statistically, they found that most kids were killing themselves the last 2 weeks of October because of the lead up of midterms and all that fucking shit. And like, just like, it was just so much stress, and university puts like a crazy amount of stress on you. Like so much more than is actually in the real world. And like, university asks, like, if you don't know something, like, you won't be able to Google it. Like, when you get in the real world, you don't have to know anything because there's Google. So they decided, to let people off of school for reading week, for suicide prevention week, because this was the 2 weeks that most students were fucking killing themselves out of sheer stress. And then they said, whoa, we got to give these kids a break. So they called it Suicide Prevention Week. And then somewhere along the way, it changed after I had left school, and it got changed to Reading Week, because Suicide Prevention Week was like, it didn't have the same je ne sais quoi. What did you do for Suicide Prevention Week? Oh, James didn't make it. He tried. he really fucking tried, but as despite our best efforts, we put the banner up in the foyer. Fucking Suicide Prevention Week. Yeah, reading week sounds a little bit nicer. Why don't you go fucking read a book, you cocksucker? You fucking jump off the bridge, you motherfucker. Okay. What do we at here? What else did I want to talk about? Reading week and announcing. Okay, so we're getting ready for my work placement, my practicum. We're on air. My announcing practicum, my announcing class program is not going well. I'm having difficulty finding my voice on radio without sounding normal. I'm having trouble sounding normal like I do on this podcast on radio because I feel that the medium of radio is fucking just like stupid. It's like, who listens to this and for what and for why? And what is local even mean when everyone's local is something different based on their preferences and it's digitized locally on your phone? And whatever you actually care about is going to get zhooked to your head, just as soon as you can, So why the fuck would I tune into radio to get the information of the shit that I care about when everything that I care about is already algorithmically determined for me based on what I like and comment on? So what is the advantage of tuning in to a radio station? What is the point of an announcer even existing on a radio station? And I'm having a hard time to answer that question myself, which is like, I still don't see it because in my mind, and for me personally, people listen to the radio because of the music that's playing. Not because of it's the genre and the catalog of music. And the DJs are kind of like some like thing that you kind of have to deal with if you want to listen to that music. And then it's like, why do I even listen to radio when I have Spotify? And I was thinking about that and I was like, well, convenience. It's easier just to fucking turn on the radio than it is to plug my phone in and load up a playlist. And also it's kind of cool that with the radio, you don't know what song's coming next, but you're probably going to like it because you like the genre. But other than that, what's the reason to tune in? News is on Twitter. I don't need to listen. Traffic, I need to listen to traffic if I'm driving. Like traffic is a thing that should still be on the radio and available and updated. But Google Maps has fucking traffic on it. So you can see there's a red spot coming up, so it's almost like there's no reason for terrestrial radio anymore. So why do people still listen? And what is driving them to listen? And is it actually the announcers? Since everything else that radio does can be replicated on our phone, does that mean that announcers are the only reason that people tune in? And if so, why are they tuning in? Are they tuning in to hear the opinions of the announcer? Are they tuning in to hear the life of the announcer, the life story of the announcer, what they think and feel about things? Possibly. Or are they tuning in because they feel that this person, the way they deliver you-centric information is friendly? I would say that I'm operating in contradiction of my professor here because all of my real-world analysis is going against everything that I'm being taught in my announcing class. And all of my real-world observations of being a 32-year-old man is going against everything that I'm learning in this announcing program. So I feel like I need to just get in there and talk to someone who's actually doing it because, the education I'm receiving right now, I'm not graded against a curve, which is unfortunate because, it's okay. I understand that so I'm not being graded. Here's what happened is I got a fucking 7 out of 10 on some assignment and some of the other fucking Bush League kids got 6s and 6.5s. And I was like, okay, so if one of these Bush League kids is getting like 6.5 and I'm getting a 7 on material that I know I'm going to be a professional broadcaster within the next year and a half, and I know this 19-year-old kid might not ever make it out of this program, let alone get hired at a station when he's 19. So what's that then? So how is that an accurate assessment if I'm being graded against myself as a professional broadcaster or against professional broadcasters, whereas this kid's being graded against the fucking rest of the kindergartners, And my GPA is important to me. So to have my GPA fucked around with like that, since we're not being graded on a curve, is like, you know, whatever. It is what it is. You know, I had this like, you know, fantasy of getting a 4.0, but you know, that's not possible. And, because the grading, everyone's graded differently based on their own abilities. And, you know, that's a compliment to me. At the end of the day, it's a compliment because it's just like, yeah, you're this close to being a professional broadcaster. So I gave you a 7 out of 10, as in this is a 7 out of 10 professional broadcasting level. You know, that's fine if I'm going to be held to that professional standard. I guess that's cool. That's a compliment. That there's a different rubric for my abilities than is for the younger kids. But still bums me out, man. It's like, so what? So this is the same mark? Like, fuck. I had a fucking GPA going. Anyways, so yeah, I'm getting really just disenfranchised with this fucking program right now. I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm pretty much done. Like, it's diminishing returns now. I haven't learned anything new. I mean, this year. It's more just a reiteration of what we've been working on last year. I feel like this could have been a 1-year thing, or maybe just an extra semester to learn the board and everything, and then you're in. But even our first year, we learned that if we were in person. So I don't know. I'm just ready to fucking be done with this shit and just move on, man, and just start chipping away. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I just want to get into creative writing now, man, because this announcing shit, like coming up with fucking some kind of dumbass 13-second piece of community information while the beginning of a Foo Fighters song is playing is like really fucking, it's really unnecessary. And like, I don't know, a waste of time. I've been talking to these broadcasters and it's just like, what do you do again? Like that, like this Grimace. Like I was listening to Flo, and this guy said, "Yo, you remember Grimace? Yo, he used to be on the good team, Ronald McDonald's side." Anyways, this is Katy Perry. It's like, what the fuck? It's like it's like you're so fucked up that it's like, yeah, like I said this before, like you're like an autistic 11-year-old. Like Grimace used to be on the good side. This is Katy Perry playing now. It's like you fucking. Speaking of autistic losers, this week with Drew. Speaking of autistic losers, our Patreons. Promotional consideration for This Week with Drew is provided by our Patreons. Would you like access to bonus content like video interviews every set I've ever done and a shout out on each episode that I do like these people? You could be like Anthony, Blair, Kunal, Joel, Nick and Mac, Bubba, Marnus, Bryce, Taryn, and in the motherfucking Hall of Fame, Colette and Andre, say their name. As well, promotion. So go to patreon.com/DrewBame. That's patreon.com/DrewBame. As well, promotional consideration for This Week with Drew is provided by our sponsor, KingTutsCannabis.com. Use the promo code DREW, DREW, for 10% off your order. If it's your first time, you going to, like, I don't want to buy weed off the internet. The government sells me weed, and that's good enough for me. Well, first of all, you're a pussy. Don't buy government weed. Second of all, go to KingTutsCannabis.com. You can get an extra 10% off with my promo code 15% with their first time order, 25% off your first order. KingTutsCannabis.com. Smoke like an Egyptian. Okay, it's Thursday. We got the show tonight. I got a big fucking day ahead of me, so we're going to shut this down. Thank you. Fuck.